Here is Barkley, left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47!
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Karras the snap, Moss the block. Burrow going deep, he's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase!
LeBron leaked out, they didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in! Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer! 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts.
Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three.
Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught. Touchdown.
Timeout. SGA. Probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Oh, hit, throw. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4.
Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30.
Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore! Is it Francis? Giannis says no! Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside! At both ends!
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. As always, we will recap yesterday. First, 1 and 2 overall, pretty brutal. We bet Pascal Siakam under 7.5 rebounds. He closed at minus 310. You literally can't ask for a better read than for someone to close with $1.50 worth of closing line value. And then he comes out and has a double-double. Sometimes that's how it falls, I guess. Donovan Mitchell overcashed. He had at least 30. I kind of turned the game off after he got there. Anthony Davis under 3.5 assists. The last I saw, the fourth was graded in assist. Kind of an iffy assist call if you ask me, but we did not get a stat correction. At least I haven't seen one this morning. So 1 and 2 yesterday, 6 and 0. I'm sorry, the day in 4. We have cashed 7 of our last 9. King Cabano, appreciate you tapping in this morning, man. Anything else about last night's slate? Small slate, Chicago game got canceled. I did have a Khalil Ware late ad, and then that game never took place. So I did like that under 19.5 PRs. Anything else? Donovan Mitchell started slow, but he got there for us. Anthony Edwards had a pretty good game. Julius Randle had a good game. Kind of the recap from yesterday's short 3-game slate. I've got 3 or 4 plays out already this morning. I guess you would consider it 4 because I do have a triple-double sprinkle out there. Let me give my shout-outs, though. Ross, Quincy, Biz, Mr. D. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate all the likes and the retweets this morning. Appreciate all the support and engagement. Give me a second. I'm going to get this link over to Chalk. Let me get this link over to Chalk Exchange real quick. He's about to slide on us. Man, I got to fuck. Chalk, if you're listening, why don't you go ahead and like the sharp side so daily I can just DM this joint directly to you, because I have to go from my phone to my work laptop, back to my phone. I got to streamline that process. All right, link is set. I think Chalk about to slide. Let me just run through the plays that I do have, and then we'll get into breaking them down. First, I have Devin Booker under 33.5 points and assists. That's available at DraftKings. I actually locked that in at -07, but I was on another stream spaces this morning, and I was talking. I didn't get it in right away. Moved 19 cents while I was speaking. So Devin Booker, I still like it at minus 126. I did release it versus that price. Chuck, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes and the retweets this morning. I'm on Jalen Johnson triple-double. Was available plus 250 this morning at MGM. We'll check it now. I'm not sure if it's moved. Actually, the Tails app lets me look. There's still a plus 245 at Bet Rivers. Still really like that triple-double look. Also took his over 8.5 assists straight. Really like the Jalen Johnson over 8.5 assists, obviously, with the triple-double. I ran Kawhi Leonard under 33.5 PRs. We'll talk about that more when it gets here. A lot of that revolves around Zubac being back and available. And that's going to wrap it up for everything I've released in the Discord so far this morning. Chalk Exchange, appreciate you tapping in this morning, brother. How's it going?
Good morning. How are we?
Good, man. Good.
Another profitable night for the Pink Panther.
That's what we like to hear. I saw you had a lay hit on the timeline.
That's always fun, but I did, I always say straights for dough, parlays for show. So the straights came through as well. I missed on my only NBA bet that I missed on was, I think, Keontae, which I put out over 25.5. And don't get me wrong, he had a great game. Just didn't get his number. I don't know why he took 12 shots, but he was super efficient from the floor. So shout out Keontae. Not mad at you, bro.
Yeah, no, I went 1 and 2 on the released plays. I did a lot of live betting. I did a lot of college football live. I don't know. Do you watch college football or are you just basketball?
I'm tapped into college football, college basketball, NBA, NFL. So the days are nonstop.
Yeah, it's busy for us this time of year. I had a nice middle on the Ole Miss game. Anything else that stood out for me last night? No, not really. Keontae hit a game winner, right?
More or less, yeah.
It was like
He
a couple
just put it
seconds
away. Yeah, he put them away. So let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything noteworthy to talk about last night that you missed.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of just trying to think over myself.
LaMelo off the bench.
Bro, he had 28, 25 in the first half. He finished with 33. I think they were shorty. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Appreciate you tapping in. Red Rabbit, appreciate you tapping in as well as this morning. The Red Rabbit, I appreciate y'all tapping in this morning. Any looks on Jake LaRavia rebounds? That's the last game in the slate. We'll get there. Last game, second to last game, something like that. We'll go ahead and start talking about the first game here, Chalk. You have anything in Toronto, Boston while I load the banner here?
Let me pull it up because when we're looking at this earlier, the injury news wasn't out. And I see that Scotty was downgraded to doubtful and Brandon Ingram is dealing with something. I know that we don't like bet on RJ Barrett, but I think you got to look at him at least. And then on the Boston side, it always starts with Jaylen Brown's points. Kind of decide if you like it there. I don't love his points and rebounds together, but I would look at them separately. Like I'm not going to combo them. But Jaylen Brown's rebounds is kind of interesting as well if Scotty doesn't play, because Scotty's a great rebounder. And obviously Boston lacks the rebounding prowess as a whole. And then you don't have Podol on the other side as well. So I think Jaylen Brown's rebounds are a good look.
What's the spread move to since the Scotty news? It's like 6, 5, 4?
10.
Wow. Oh, yeah, Podol's still out as well. And then Ingram is questionable, or is he out?
I see questionable right now, but that's a wrist hand thing.
Yeah, I do feel like if Ingram and Scotty go, it would be different. But with Scotty doubtful, Ingram questionable, this game becomes a lot less appealing for me. I mean, maybe some people, this is your spot. I automatically think of this when I think the Celtics are going to have a good game. Do you have thoughts on Anthony Simons?
Kind of like his threes.
Yeah, same. Kind of like his threes.
I think that's the only thing that you really look at for him, right? So
right.
He's going to score his points. It's going to be by the 3 ball. Last 5 looks green. How's the matchup for him?
24th for a spot, up 10 versus above the break. But if I go to the props.cash mobile, I can hone that in last 5, last 10, last 15 games. Give me a second.
I will say he's been shooting like incredibly efficient from 3-point line.
Well, I know he has because I was going to say I just bet him to get 3 and he went 3 for 4.
Yeah, we know what he is capable of on the other side of that. 3 for 4, 8 of 14, 5 of 8, 4 for 7. And then prior to that, you're looking at like 1 for 6, 2 of 7, 2 for 6, 2 for 6. Then 4 of 10 is fine. 40% is always fine from 3. He reminds me of like one of those guys where like he has to make his first one.
Well, that's just true with and I love Joe Mazzulla. He's from around the way here, but that's just true with I feel like a lot of his like role bench players. It's like he just rolls with the hot hand, and they do have several guys. I will say Minot is out. That's affected his volume a little bit, but it's a very small sample. So I would say it's positively affected it, but it's like I said, a small sample.
Right.
It's like 2 points, 2 minutes. It's not big. Yeah, I agree with you. I think we on the same page, kind of just lean over, leave it as a lean.
Yeah, it's just a lean right now. You are getting plus money for 3+, so that's kind of a look. If you're getting 3+ for Simons at plus money, given the way he's been shooting the ball, I don't hate it.
I don't either because I do think he's going to play in the realm of like mid to high 20s. Not high 20s, don't get me wrong, but like 24 to 28, I think is very reasonable expectation here.
What is his vibe? Yeah, his minutes are kind of all over the place.
I'm going to go 22 to 28. I think that's like very fair.
You have 10-point win by 10 type deals.
Leave it as a lean. I do think it's a decent matchup, but not official. Sosa, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the like and the retweet, bro. I don't like Peyton Pritchard, but I also don't want to run. Maybe I do run his PAs under. Or am I just a hater because I've made some money on his unders?
I haven't looked at him at all. I think Toronto. I'm going to. Am I here? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
And then you want to rock with Jaylen Brown's over 6.5 rebounds.
You cashed the full ladder on what was that, Kalkbrenner? Or I mean
Yep.
Yep. I remember you coming on here talking about that.
Up to 8. Yeah, he got active. I don't think he shot the ball too well last night. I know he missed his like last 2 threes. I pay attention to those little props and certain guys. You kind of just check the box score. But when it was happening, I saw that he got fouled on a 3, made all 3 free throws, and then missed his last 2. So anybody had 2.5 threes for him last night, I'm sorry.
That
was like late fourth quarter.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm not running it yet, but the JB rebounds is interesting. Game could be a blowout, so I'm staying off of it, but I agree with you. I do like the over there. 6.5, especially no Scotty. No Jakob Poeltl, possibly no Scotty. Yeah. Any other thoughts in this game? That's going to kind of do it for me. I'm afraid to run JB's over with it. It might get ugly, but yeah, no, that's going to kind of do it for me. 68% hit rate in those games, though. So I do lean over, but that's going to do it for me. We can move on to the next game. Hit exactly 30 in the last matchup. Pelicans, Washington. I'm going to pump the brakes on Washington here. They just lost 2 key contributors. We don't know how many games straight. We talked about it on Calling the Shots. Washington needs to be under the 8 seed to maintain their draft pick this year. So they're playing to lose. We just got to call it what it is. Do you have any thoughts in this game? I know it's a revenge spot for Poole. Trey Johnson might get really good usage the next game. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on this one?
The only thing I had was George over 8.5 rebounds and assists that I was looking at here. I think that, you're obviously going to get increased minutes and usage without CJ on the floor. I don't think Cam Whitmore changes anything. He's out tonight as well for the Wizards.
It definitely doesn't
Pittsburgh's also
negatively
not
affect the over, yeah.
right. Pittsburgh's also not in the rotation anymore. I don't know who we'll see in this game because the Trey's not official yet, to my knowledge. So, Trey's definitely not playing.
Agreed.
But as far as like the depth chart for the Wizards, you're going to see Sarr and Bagley. You're going to see Middleton and Champagnie, the other one, Bilal. Then it's going to be Bub, Trey, and George. So they might run, 9 guys? Will Riley get some run depending on the matchup here, but his minutes aren't anything to be concerned about.
Yeah, I agree. And I will say I kind of disagree with some other data services that I use on his minutes projections. Some people have him playing as few as 22 minutes tonight. I cannot see it. I got him for
22.
Yeah. And it's like a really respected service. I'm not affiliated with them. So I actually have a good relationship with the owners, but I'm not going to plug them because
Kyson George, right? We were talking about him, 22 minutes?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, agreed. I got him for 30 plus. And he's over in 14 to 17 this season when he has 30 or more. It's also like the 25th ranked rebounds and 29th ranked assists. I think I got to take this.
I put him at 28, and I still liked what I saw. And that was 86% hit rate on over 8.5, and you have to imagine increased usage without CJ. So that was my thought process there.
My thought process is there's no way in hell he's playing 22 minutes tonight. They just made this trade to see what these young guys are going to be. Like, they're not going to now be like, oh, let's run him less. I don't understand the logic.
Well, hold on. Am I seeing his last game was the 26th of December?
You are. I kind of didn't realize that either. So this is first game back.
So first game back. So that explains a line.
That explains it so much. All right. Now I can pump the brakes. Thank you for noticing that. There had to be something there, right? Like, we both were looking at that line like they're on coke. Broderick Johnson, appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Or you're on YouTube. Appreciate you tapping in, though. Clayton, appreciate the likes and the retweets over on X. And then someone has to shoot. Look for Quickly's threes. I'm not mad at Quickly in that last game. All right, that explains this game a lot for me. Yeah, right after the trade. Also, I think Trey Murphy is a game-time decision. Bay's out. Herb's a game-time decision. I like Zion overs, 25.5. I think there was a 25-plus. Yeah, there were plenty of 25-pluses this morning. Just a bad interior defense. I don't love it. I don't have anything official in this game. Do you?
No, I'm glad that we noticed that George. Yeah, it's such a reduced number, though, from what it should be. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm not totally off of it, but I'm not going to bet it right now.
Does anything tell you Trey Jones isn't taking 10 3-point attempts? Or Trey Murphy, I'm sorry. 26 in attempts allowed per game, 29th versus catch and shoot, 27th from above the break.
He's just been shooting more and more from 3. And you have to remember that the Lakers were his last matchup. So that's kind of where they will make you beat them from.
Washington is not
this high-paced game.
Not that Washington will make you beat them anyway. They're not good. But Washington will give up a bunch of catch and shoot looks. A bunch. At minimum, that's on a threes lay. I'm going to move on. But, yeah, I like the Trey Murphy's threes here. I'm going to move on to the next game, Philly versus Orlando. Joel Embiid, I believe, is a questionable tag. Yeah. What else? Jace Richardson has a questionable tag. Suggs is still out. Franz is still out. Thoughts on this game?
This is Orlando.
Yep, Orlando versus Philly.
Yeah, kind of the same as George, and I think it's the same exact line as Anthony Black's over 8.5 rebounds and assists.
Anthony Black.
And I really want to I want to look at Paolo going back to him as well. He's just been that guy lately.
I liked his
rebound.
rebound.
It's a pretty sweet matchup for rebounds. Yep.
I agree with you there. Anthony Black alone feels crazy.
Points and rebounds for Paolo.
I did look at the PRs myself. I liked the rebounds better, but yeah, no, I'm not mad at that at all.
Without
M. Knight,
Franz,
appreciate you
without
tapping in,
Suggs.
bro. Appreciate the like, appreciate the retweet.
Yeah, the guy's just been hitting the boards without Suggs and Franz lately, and he has the best matchup, I think, in the league for his position. So 7.5 is what, minus 149. I'm like jumping around different sites right now trying to find the numbers here. So whatever you see, if it's 7.5, I'm taking that.
I see a 150, 147.
Yeah, so we're not there's 8.5 plus 104.
Yep.
What's the 8? 8 rebounds is 160. Yeah, I like his rebounds. I don't care if it's 8, honestly. 8.5.
I mean, this season hasn't even fallen 8 when he gets this kind of numbers. It's been 9 plus or less than 6 or less. So,
right.
Yeah, I think you're fine either way there.
So I'm just going to try to see what his points were in those 6 or less. That was just bad games.
I would not hate a double-double sprinkle.
Yeah, it looks like if he's going to get his rebounds, he's going to get his points. Oddly enough, they're like super correlated.
I was going to say the Props.Cash mobile app will give you the correlation there.
Yeah, I'm not mad at his points, his rebounds, and his points and rebounds combo.
70% hit rate when his points cash, his rebounds do.
Yeah, so might be a little ladder spot on his rebounds there.
You're right. Yeah, and like I said, I could even see the double-double. Hawk, appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Bees Day, Better 527. Be with what the hell is that name? Meet me at the Swan Station. Appreciate you for tapping in as well. Didn't mean to hate on your name there. Just that's a long one for Twitter. Appreciate you for tapping in. Man, I want to bet Maxey 28.5. I do. Only 20, I'm sorry, in the first matchup this year, he had a 40 ball. I don't think Embiid played in the 40 ball. No, he didn't play in either, to be fair.
That last matchup that Maxey played, I mentioned this earlier, I was at the game was never close. I was at that game.
Okay.
No Paolo, no Embiid, and no Paul George.
Yeah, when you see 32 points for Maxey, that's like super below his average, right? Like, you know something happened.
Right. And whenever the Magic don't have Suggs, I think you have to gravitate towards the other team's point guard, and this is a scoring point guard, as we know. I like Maxey's points tonight. I think
Yes,
I'll lock that one in.
There's 28.5 out there at a couple different spots too,
Mhm.
or at least there were. I don't know. It might have moved while we've been streaming, but yeah, no, I like Maxey's points. I'm going to keep my eye on that one. Probably becomes an ad at some point with a full write-up. I do like the Anthony Black. You have any Paul George thoughts?
Typically not. I haven't looked into him too much, but maybe this is the time to do it. Points and assists look green. Threes. How's his volume been?
With Embiid, he's got a 73% hit rate on that PA line this year. Points too.
Yeah. Well, everything opens up when you have a guy like Embiid on the offensive side of the floor. So that's either more open shots or facilitating. Points and assists, I wouldn't be mad at.
Yeah,
I don't know with the amount of games that are on and the amount of players here that are available to bet on that it's going to make my card as a true bet. But we'll see what else we come up with. I'll click on that for now.
Yeah, there's only one game with Oubre there as well. So, okay, I'm chilling. Oubre is back. Edgecombe, yeah, Philly's kind of hard. They're just now getting healthy, so might want to see another game or two here with their healthy squad.
Yeah, they're so the last time all of them played was January 7th, a couple days ago. And VJ's PRA, he had 26 against Washington. The line tonight is 25.5. So they're just going based on what they just saw.
Yep. Obviously, a more difficult matchup, even though Orlando isn't the defensive powerhouse they used to be.
No, not in their current state either without Suggs.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to have nothing official on this. I will say keep an eye out. Like Maxey's overs do have a potential for me. That would be my strongest lean right now. Maxey points or threes over. Moving on to the Clippers versus Brooklyn. I do have a bet in this game. Kawhi Leonard under 33.5 PRs. If you do this. Obviously, the rebounds are a big part of this. I didn't just run the points under, but PRs with Zubac on the floor this season, he's under in 38% of games. There are some injury games here, so I went up to like 29, 30 plus. Because keep in mind, they're facing Brooklyn, and while their records are similar, I do think if the Clippers get rolling, they do have the Clippers have played a little better recently. I'm thinking they can move away from a competitive game and maybe win this game by 8, 12, 14 points. Not saying that that's a big minutes reduction in Kawhi, but like 36 maybe is where I would have him tonight. Probably like 34 to 36, 29 accounting for any kind of blowout. This is really the kind of game I see out of Kawhi tonight. I am kind of the inverse of a lot of people where I will see someone do really well and think, okay, there's variance to the good and variance to the bad. And I just think Kawhi's due some regression here. So I ran Kawhi under 33.5. Looks like Chalk is having some connection issues. So I will just keep rolling through this. My second thoughts were Zoo's PR overs. Minutes are gone, right? So if we go 29, I should say minutes limit, not his minutes. 29 plus, I mean, maybe there's a ceiling at like 35. 44% hit rate. He's really close to this number frequently. I lean closer to this being the zoo we see than this being the zoo we see. Lean over, but it wasn't enough for me to get there this morning. MPJ's points, I was leaning over. Chalk might be back.
I'm back.
Okay. No, you're all good. MPJ's points over. Do you have any thoughts there? It was 25, 24.5, 25.5 this morning.
How can you bet his under at this point?
Right.
If you're
There's
going to
no
bet
way
him, bet his
yeah.
over.
Volume's going to be there. You can see even with Cam back, let's just filter that. The volume's still been great. Cam Thomas. Let's go last 5 with Cam. 8, 9, 6, and 18 3-point attempts. You love when somebody's 6 3-point attempts looks like small volume. Field goal attempts 20, 16, 18, 17, and 24. No volume lost with Cam Thomas. Their minutes don't even like fully coincide with each other right now. So, yeah, how could I not bet MPJ's points over?
Are the Clippers giving up threes just as a team? I'm trying to look at that now.
I think they're middle of the pack, but let me confirm that.
Attempts. I know the Nets aren't.
24th from above the break, but 16th in total attempts allowed. Yeah, middle of the pack.
But these teams are hitting it at a really good percentage. So the attempts are middle of the pack. What are the Nets? So the Nets are like top
Very
6
high versus spot up.
in attempts, yeah. And the Clippers are giving up a good percentage. I would love MPJ's threes here. Like 5 threes, 4 threes. 4 threes is plus money. 5 threes is plus 230. I don't mind that. I don't mind those 3 looks. I did like John Collins as well. I know we just talked about the Nets being pretty good with the 3, but with Zubac and Kawhi and Harden, I think those are obviously the primary defensive focuses. And just watching last game when the Clippers played the Knicks, I want to say, John Collins was shooting them and he was hitting them.
Yeah, and the Nets are good versus allowing threes versus ball handlers, but someone like John Collins is in a good spot. He's a catch and shoot guy, so they're going to double guys like Kawhi and Harden. And honestly, like I've made a lot of bread fading John Collins. No way in hell I'm betting his under right now. Since the Zubac injury, even with Zubac coming back, he's looked really good. So, yeah, I don't hate the threes look. I don't hate where is he at? What's his line? 1.5 plus 152.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Not mad at that at all. Spot up shooter. Yeah.
And he's been doing it. So he's been doing it for like, I want to say like close to a month now.
Yeah. No, I couldn't talk you off of that for 1 second.
You know, plus money. That'll be on. I'll probably just run that straight. That's not gonna be a parlay piece or anything, but and I'll run a little ladder on it up to 3 for like, quarter unit, something like that.
Michael Porter Jr. might be the 50 guy. If you bet his over, just put your token on it. You made a good point in calling the shots, but there's another good point you can make there. If you're going to bet somebody's points over for whatever your regular unit is, just throw the token on there. You don't got to make a second bet. Just, I don't care what your unit is. If it's $10, if it's $1,000, just put your regular unit in. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So if your unit's 5, MPJ, just throw that on there. Yeah.
I mean, I watched the Sixers Nets game the other week. It was slightly before Christmas, I think, and it was just MPJ on one side of the floor, and then Embiid on the other side of the floor, just kind of going head to head in the first quarter. I think they both had like 12 or something in the first quarter. I could see something like that where MPJ just pulls up, Kawhi, goes to the rack or whatever, Zubac, and then MPJ just kind of counters himself, because that's the sole point of offense for them. And he's still showcasing, he still wants to be out there. He's still a valuable trade piece. So the Nets aren't going to tell him to stop. There's no point. And I
Most improved player?
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
But and then you have the fact that I don't know if a most improved player has been traded midseason, like ever. But if the Hawks can sneak into a playing game, he's got to be. With the Trae Young trade and everything like that, there's no way that they don't give the award to him with the seasons he's having, and now he's the face of the franchise in Atlanta.
That's an interesting sign. That's an interesting question. Has the most improved player ever been traded midseason? Has any award winner been traded midseason? That's a great question. Rudy Gobert was off season. I know he had won Defensive Player of the Year. That's a good question. All right, I'm going to move on to OKC versus Memphis. I got nothing. Nada. This is all you. Whatever you got, ISO, this is you. You got anything?
Running ISO, huh?
Yeah, I got
Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson. It's disgusting. Don't include it in any other bets that you make. Don't parlay him with anything. He could have 5 fouls. He could have 35 points, but not in the same game. He is going against a very depleted OKC front court. Ja's not playing. Cam Spencer turns into just a straight facilitator at that point. So Jaren Jackson versus Brandon Carlson and Aaron Wiggins, right? It's Aaron down at, I guess he's starting at the 4 tonight.
Yep.
Come on, man.
No, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Yes. And
I hate betting on Jaren Jackson myself, but this is like, if you're not going to bet on Brandon Carlson, when do you bet him?
I get on here and I talk a lot about players that have made me a lot of money. I have lost money trying to fade Jaren Jackson Jr. this season. If you like the over, I would bet it because I have no opinions tonight. So I feel like you're in the clear. If I were to bet the under, you should ladder the over. But okay. I have no opinions tonight. Is that all you had in this game?
Yeah, that's a real. What else? If you're looking at something else, then call the number, man. There's too many NBA games.
Yeah, I agree. Atlanta versus Denver. I'll start Jalen Johnson over 8.5 assists. There was a 130 this morning. If you have Hard Rock, there's still a minus 125, 130 at DraftKings Rivers score right now as well. I would play it up to that 135, but then look at all of these options. If you're limited with underneath all of these books, you need to reach out, find out what a mover is, or get your girl's account, your buddy's account, do something. I can't really hold your hand because you got limited. I'm limited on every book and can still bet on every book. I encourage you to do the same. Jalen Johnson over 8.5 assists. I ran the triple double at plus 250 this morning. That is still available. Trey. Now I got myself fucked up. Wow. Who did the Hawks just trade, dude?
Trae Young.
Trae Young. I kept thinking Trey Johnson. I kept thinking because he's on the Wizards. Trae Young to the Wizards. Yeah. Jalen Johnson, keys to the city. Usage is going to be through the roof. Love the triple-double look. He had a triple-double in the last matchup. I think Sosa said he got that triple-double in the first half.
Yes, he did. He finished with like 16 and 18 or something like that on his RAs.
Yeah, if you're not betting Jalen Johnson's triple-double today, you hate bread. That's all I got to say. Anything else? Oh, yeah, let's make this official now. I haven't bet it yet. Nall's points. I want the 20+, and let's run it. This has been a money printer for me without Trey. I cannot believe, I don't know if they think CJ is going to start over him. I don't know what the logic is, but Prop Dropper says Chalk is the GOAT. Appreciate you tapping in, Prop Dropper. Appreciate you tapping in.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for sure. Me and Prop talk pretty much every day via DM, so he's definitely been tapped in for a while as an OG. So I appreciate you tapping in to the streams.
I am going MGM may be at 19.5 on this, and if they are, it's over, buddy. Get a 30 ball versus them this year. Atlanta plays there. No, it's a 135 on the alt. I got DraftKings, I believe, at 130 on the alt. Better 151 says, how can we follow Chalk? It's at Chalk Exchange on Twitter. At Chalk Exchange on Twitter.
Yep, same name that you see on the screen right here. Just put an @ sign in front of it.
Anything else in this game while I get this bet in, Chalk?
Yeah, I mean, you have to look at rebounds kind of across the board, I think. And what stuck out to me, when Jokic originally went out, I liked Murray up to 6 rebounds. That is now his line. So I think the value is zapped there. I liked Aaron Gordon in this game. And I also liked Richache. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Zachariah Richache. Yep.
Yeah. So points and rebounds for him as well. I think there's definitely been a shifting mentality with the Hawks the last couple, maybe week or so, knowing that Trey was gone. And Richache's gotten, I think he's gotten a bump in usage, but his numbers have supported the case for points and rebounds. I'm seeing 13.5 PR. And that seems a little crazy. The guy just hit 7 threes against the Pelicans. We know who's out and who's been in and out against, or for the Nuggets rather. So I think if he's starting to come around on his confidence and starting to come around on usage, that they're going to try to facilitate him more opportunities on the offensive end. Because Dyson Daniels is not really a threat. Null he's good. I think he's better as a 3, scoring the third option. I don't know if he's a true 2. But they need to find their rhythm offensively, and I think Richache is going to get opportunity with a sweet matchup tonight down low.
Do you think Aaron Gordon plays?
I do.
Who the hell guards Jalen Johnson?
Peyton Watson, Spencer Jones, and Christian Braun, and whoever else switches off of them.
So he's going to have 100.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying Peyton Watson's a cone, but he's not strapping Jalen Johnson. Which is, I mean, obviously he went the hell off last game. Yeah, okay. I like everything we've talked about, bro. I actually like this game a lot. Richache, I've bet him like once or twice this year, and I will say I think he's cashed me both times, and they were both 3s attempts versus teams that leak versus like 3-4. Which I like.
Do the Nuggets do that?
I don't know because they're different right now. Now we get Aaron Gordon back. We got Jokic out. Like I don't even know if we know.
Jonas is still out too. Cam Johnson's still out.
They're 27th versus spot up. Did you just talk me into a Richache 3s and it's not even your play?
Plus 140 for 1.5.
I know.
That's disgusting, man. That's really gross. Write that one down. Don't bet it yet.
Right. Maybe a little freeze, right? I do think he attempts 5 tonight. Yeah.
Parlay him with John Collins.
Yeah, seriously. Both of them to take 2 and 3. They're both going to be. You'd probably be at like plus 4 or 5 on the first, and probably at 10-1 on the second. I do like Richache, and I didn't even think about him coming into it, but I do like Richache. I will say you spoke on Dyson Daniels. He's fucked up my bread too many times. He's banned, but all power to you.
Is Prop Dropper still here? If he's still listening, he knows how we feel about Dyson Daniels. Sold the last leg of a parlay earlier, or I guess late last month, probably November. So I haven't gone back to him, but that was with Trey in and out, and I think I might have to start coming around on his PRAs again. But I'm not there yet. I need to see. I need to see this team first.
You want to guess which game I bet his RA's over?
His RAs. Toronto or Miami?
It's the red one. Okay. Yeah. It's probably a good look for real. I'm just salty on it. I do like the Richache. You like a Kongwu anything? 3s maybe? His 3s were a lot better without Trey. I do got a bone to pick with Props.cash. Look, I fuck with y'all, but when someone gets traded mid-season, we need a little bit of time to filter that out. Like actually low-key, we need it the whole season. So I mean, that can't be too hard in the back end. We got to get that fixed. I should be able to filter
Looking
that
at
the rest of the season. I mean,
Onyeka's threes here.
yeah.
The thing about the Hawks right now is anybody can pop off because, I mean, Jalen Johnson's the most consistent look with his R8s, especially given the matchup. So you can't like them all.
Exactly.
Onyeka's rebounds, his points and rebounds together. If Gordon plays, is he coming off the bench again?
He has so far.
Is that their way of counterbalancing their lineup?
I think he'll come off the bench. I think it's kind of similar to Charlotte with LaMelo and back-to-backs where they want him to close. So until he works his way up to like 32 to 34 minutes, I think he'll continue to come off the bench.
Is it like a Santi type style where he plays starter minutes, but he doesn't start with the guys?
Not yet. I think he's ran 21 and 23 since he's been back. So he's still working his way back into, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, 21 and 23 here. Once he's up to 32 again, I think he transitions into the starting lineup. But right now it's like he will close this game if it's competitive, but he will not start.
I think it's competitive. I think he trends up his number at least 2 to 3 minutes tonight.
I agree.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it goes higher than that. So I liked Aaron Gordon's points.
16 and a half. I think he plays in the realm of 23 to 28.
Still a filter.
Small sample this year, going to be even smaller without Jokic, but I like this. I like everything Aaron Gordon today. Especially if he comes off the bench and runs a lot of minutes versus that second unit. Like, think about that. King Cabano, yes, someone, it might have been someone in the chat or it might have been Chalk. Someone said they like him up to 15 plus for Collins. Chalk, you said his threes. So, yeah, there's definitely people supporting the Collins points look. How many assists for Murray? Honestly, I haven't looked into Murray's assists. So, last 2 games were double digits. Line sitting 9.5 right now. I do think he's in the realm of 30 usages again. I don't have a good number for you, Jamal. I really don't, bro. I got to sit back and watch them another time or two for real. I don't got an opinion. You got an opinion on Jamal Murray's assists? You think he's getting that dub? You liked his rebound over as is, right? So, I mean, what are your thoughts?
The line got too far up for me.
Plus money, I might be interested.
I did hit his double the other day. What's his double?
There's 110s out there right now, but a lot of the market's at like 140 plus.
Oh, that had to be a couple of weeks ago then. I don't have any thoughts on Jamal Murray. Anything? It's his lines are so bumped. He's getting the actual superstar treatment, like a Jaylen Brown, max everything type deal because of their current situation. So I'm not inclined to bet him and hoping that everything goes right.
Jamal, I will say Chalk liked the rebounds over, right, Chalk?
I did.
I don't think it was an official play, but you leaned that way.
Yeah, he's been getting them. And plus money, I can't argue with that, but the value's been zapped from what it was. So you kind of have to move as they do.
I did run. Oh, we're going to move on to the next game if you're good with that. You got anything else?
Nothing else in Denver, Atlanta. I think I had a lot there. So
I'm going to move on to Phoenix, New York. I'm on Booker under 33.5. I will say this has moved 2 points, I think, so no longer playable. I'd stay off of the 31.5. Let me see if there's any 33s still around. PAs, 32s. Oh, yeah, MGM is still 33.5 minus 125. I really like Devin Booker under 33.5 PAs. 32.5, I think, is still playable, but why play it when there's a couple 33s out here? 33.5, really like this spot for Booker. They're number 1 in PAs allowed to guards. They're number 1 in points allowed, number 6 in assists allowed. This game is in Phoenix. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Phoenix. So there's no like Madison Square Garden tax here. Like Booker under 33.5. I made it 30.3, so it going to 31.5, that's closer to where I make that line. That is my only official bet out right now in this game. We'll go through player to player, but do you have any thoughts?
I kind of got on board with the Brunson look.
Over, right?
Over, yeah, over points. I don't have anything on Booker. I do like his under points and assists, as you mentioned. I'm not really loving this game as a whole, and I know it should be a good one, but I'm going to stick with Brunson here. And where do they put Deuce's threes? They're putting him at 2.5 for plus money again.
Shamit's still out. Hart's still out.
Yeah, I don't. Are we missing something? Has something changed?
That's why I was just asking that. Landry and Harder are still out, so I don't think he sees less minutes tonight.
I think is it just hit 5 in San Antonio, I'm sorry, 4 in San Antonio and 5 in Detroit. I don't know what I'm missing here, but I'm gonna click the button and I want to bet it.
Number 7 from above the break, I guess, is the issue.
Is it though? Is Grayson Allen playing? Yes.
I think Allen is back, but I don't think.
All right. It's kind of a dog on defense.
You've got Brunson and Cat to worry about, bro. Like over in 13 of his last 16, regardless of who plays.
Right. I don't know what I'm missing.
From here on, green as fuck. He's even got games sub 20 minutes. He's running 25 tonight.
That's what he's going to shoot them. That's what he does. He's one of those guys. What's his percentage of shots taken from 3? 4 of 6, 5 of 6, 5 of 6, 3. I'm sorry. These are made field goals. 11
in his last game, 11 of his 15 field goal attempts were 3-pointers. The game before, 7 of 9. The game before, 10 of 14. The game before, 9 of 12. The game before, 7 of 9. The game before, 5 of 6. They're all threes.
All right, so let's he's playing 30 plus. Right,
in minutes, in games where he's played 25 minutes, he's attempted no fewer than 5 3-point attempts. He's averaging 7.5. I don't know how I don't bet this. I know they're decent for spot up, but G-Main 34, appreciate you. Or J-Main, appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate you tapping in this morning. Everything I've played down there at the bottom, I think. Make sure I ain't missed nothing. Yeah, everything I've played down there at the bottom right now. Oh yeah, hold on, VIP. Yeah, Nikhil. I will say I did run the Nuggets full game under 236.
This is a click.
McBride? You say McBride's a play?
Yeah, it's got to be.
I'm going to tail it with you. I'm going to ride that with you. Let's go McBride.
I don't know. 66, 70% of shots from 3 when he does shoot the ball, and he's going to get his shots out without Hart and Landry in the lineup.
I've got him starting again tonight, right?
Yeah, he's going to be in the lineup.
I got a plus 115 at Bet Rivers.
Well, you think they go double big?
Memphis is shopping John Morant. New news. Memphis is shopping John Morant. Joel Embiid upgraded to probable.
John Trey. Jeez.
Okay, Miles McBride. That's going to be a bet. We're on that. We're good there. Let's keep going through the slate. Karl Anthony Towns. Thoughts of, if any?
No thoughts on Cat. I hate betting him.
Yeah, because they won't go double big because New York's not going to go double big. So they're going to see Williams, O'Neal, Brooks, Booker, and Gillespie. Right? Gillespie will start over Grayson.
Yeah, he's earned that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that matchup for Miles. I'm just thinking about Towns. I might like his points versus Mark Williams. 20.5. He's been super inconsistent, but let's go 30 plus.
Up, right?
What's that?
You don't Robin to line up against this team.
I don't think I want because the Suns can spread the floor with shooting. I don't think I want Cat on Royce O'Neal. I think I'd rather go Cat on Mark Williams, OG on Royce. I actually like Cat, OG, Miles, Mikal, Jalen Brunson. I like that a lot for New York tonight.
Somebody on the Suns is going to hit 5 threes tonight.
Yes, it's just, is it Royce? Is it Grayson? Is it Dylan?
Is it Jordan Goodwin?
Is it Jordan Goodwin? I could see it. Lean under Mark Williams rebounds, but I'd really like it to be a point higher to hit it.
Jordan Goodwin only went crazy in that OKC game when they were down by like 40 in the cup.
Yeah, he hit 8 threes, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily a great matchup for Brunson, but I do just like his volume spot tonight. I think we're going to be in the realm of like 20 to 24 field goal attempts. You just had 12 in that last one. That's, like I said, 20 to 24. Honestly, 29 I think is a reasonable ceiling. He just did it a few games ago. 69% hit rate on the season when he has that volume.
You got to give him a 3.2 for the Dylan Brooks tech. That's going to happen.
True. They're number 7th versus pick and roll ball handlers, though. It hasn't mattered. The only team that's like really giving him trouble is the Nets, and it's that they blitz a lot off the pick and roll.
And they have a ton of size at point guard, too.
Exactly. I lean over Brunson. I'm going to go back and watch a little bit of film and see how I actually think the Suns are going to defend him tonight. I'm going to rewatch some film. And that's going to pair really well with if I do like the assists over, because they blitz, it's going to pair really well with McBride. Gillespie's assists with Allen. See, I don't know if the with Allen data is good because his role has changed through the course of this season. Yeah, because you know 25 plus with Allen is what we're really betting here, right? You have Gillespie under thoughts?
I like his under with Allen in the lineup. That's pretty much it.
Looks great beginning of the season. Looks bad last 5. I just can't get there.
What are his 3s tonight? Is he the guy? So I know he's going to take them.
I think you're better off with one of those like true catch and shoot guys like Allen or Royce, because Collins been putting the ball on the floor more.
Yeah.
I think you just maybe you bet Royce and Grayson each to get 4, and you probably walk away with profit.
Yeah, I think I'll lean Royce there. I think
I would lean Royce there as well. Let's go look at Grayson's minutes since he's been back. That's what I thought. Low 20s. It's only his third game. I don't know. The more I talk, the more I like Royce O'Neal's threes.
yeah. I like Royce O'Neal's threes.
2.5 at even money. Versus favorable matchups this year, teams that are in the top 10 in three-pointers allowed per game. He's over an 8 of 11, averaging 3.4 made per game. Now let's throw Allen in the mix. It's even better. 5 of 6, averaging 3.7. New York 25th versus catch and shoot. I'm done talking. We're good. Royce O'Neal, threes over.
Yep.
Yep. Let me get 1 second. I'm gonna get this in and then release it, and then we're good to go. Jock Landale versus the Thunder. Jordan Nets, appreciate you tapping in, bro. I don't touch a lot of games with 15-point spreads like that, and I know there are edges in them. I'm not saying there's not edges, just not something I've had success with in the past. I'm gonna stay off of that 14.5-point spread.
I'll look at it. Josh rebounds head-to-head without J-Dub in the lineup, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Or with, I'm sorry, with. So with only with. So that's taking out Wallace, Chet, Hart, SGA. There's not a sample size there, so let's see. I think it might have been Wallace that was throwing that off. So you're taking out Chet and SGA. All right, so if you take out Chet and Isaiah, he had a double-double. He had 11 and 10 with 23 rebound chances.
This is Jock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was the request again?
His rebounds. I'm looking at over 7.5. I don't hate it.
Well,
Might Jock double-double with like 2 threes. And make it interesting, or take just rebounds. There's a ton of rebound chances. He's not lying.
looks really good in the last couple blowouts as well. So, I mean, I couldn't talk you off of it. If you're going to bet a game like that, you do want to try to find somebody that's blowout proof, right? So definitely a value play. There's little to no sample size. Okay, well, is there value in the market? You know, if you can lay a 112 that's 135, fuck yeah, run that. PRs. Now you said it's value play. Now I got to go look. What kind of value we talking? 19.5 at FanDuel on the PRs. Let's look just at rebounds.
I think I'd rather lean as rebounds.
Yeah, there's like an 07 at Rivers. You're going to close well there. So, yeah, no, I like it. I like it in that perspective, but definitely not an originated play. All right, back to the Phoenix.
2 threes plus 164.
Oh, for Jock?
Yeah. Is he getting on there with John Collins and who else did we say?
It looks really good in blowouts. Like I won't lie. Like his minutes do look blowout proof, so he might be a spot to attack in that game.
John Collins, Ricochet, and Jock Landale for 2 threes each.
That's the ugliest threes ladder I've ever heard. That's the one that's cashing, bro. Everybody out here is gonna, parlay Harden with Brunson, and you know what I mean. You're gonna crack some dumb shit with Ricochet, Collins, and Landale. Yeah, Royce is the way, Damon. I did run Royce. Let me see if I got that out. Yeah, it should be out.
That's something you just do in silence. You don't put that out in the timeline.
Yeah, facts. All right, circling back to New York here. Any other last thoughts? McBride's threes is good to go. Royce O'Neal's threes. I ran Booker's PA under. Any other thoughts?
Nope, good here.
Sacramento, Golden State. This is another nasty spread, right? There was only 2 on the books.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts here?
Good here.
That OKC spread is 5. My fault. That's right. They got everybody out. But that's even another reason I'm chilling off of it. Okay, cool. Good on Sac. I really don't want to. I had one thought. Draymond's assists over when playing with Steph Curry. This is my only thought, but I'm cool. All right, Houston versus Portland. I haven't done it yet. I want to run Denny Advia's over. He just smoked him. I know they were complaining about the refs. Did you watch any of that last game? He put up a 40 ball, dog.
I did, and the Rockets couldn't hit a 3 to save their life. I think they missed like 5 open threes on one possession. And then the Blazers got the rebound after they tried a 2-point attempt. I think he just goes right back after him.
I do too. I like the Denny Advia overs, man. Jordan says he ran Paolo's RAs. You like the PRs, right?
Yeah, I'm not mad at the RAs either. I hit on that the other night.
Okay, yeah. So that was definitely one we spoke on. Maxi PRs, Tyrese, I'm assuming, or Raymond. I forget, but I haven't really bet on him. We got some new people in the house. Shout outs to all the new people in the house. I won't say I never bet rookies. I've definitely made some money on Con Kneppel this year. Maybe another rookie or two, but I don't bet a lot of rookies, bro. I don't, especially if they're not at the crib. And if you think about it, right about now, what are we, like 30 to 40 games in? Like now is where rookies have never played this many games. You know, if you make it to a college chip, you might play 35, right? Is that right? About that many?
Yeah, like 40.
Like 40, right? So they've never played past this. Now they're playing next to meaningless basketball if you really think about it. 40 games into the season. I really don't like rookies this time of year. Yeah, outside of Denny, I had 3 thoughts coming into this. Denny points, KD points, and Jabari Smith threes. Also, though, I don't know if you spoke about it. Someone said this in calling the shots. I didn't realize it. Amon Thompson's RAs.
Yeah, that's my look.
Yeah, okay. I like that look a lot.
Yeah, Denny over his points and Amon Thompson over his RAs.
I might run that right now, even at 140.
And you know what? I forgot to circle back on that because there's so many games. But if that's still at 12.5, I'm taking that.
I'm looking at it right now. There's 12.5, 140 at FanDuel, Fanatics, and Hard Rock. There's a 155 at MGM. I'm not interested in that price, but the 140s I am interested in.
I'm betting it right now.
I think I am too.
36 combined rebound chances and assists opportunity. The last game they played. Blazers aren't really great defensively, and we just saw how many threes they missed too. Well, I saw how many threes they missed against the Rockets, or the Rockets did against the Blazers. I can't think right now. I know the Rockets are. Let's see.
Everyone in stream, I'm running this now as well. I'm risking only 1 unit opposed to the normal risk to win one.
Yeah, the Blazers are giving up like 90 shots a game. So that's pretty much what you're looking at with, like, for context, the Pelicans, Nuggets, Grizzlies, and Jazz.
All right, I ran them on. Actually, let me add this to the banner, and then I want to circle back on Denny's points real quick.
Team 3-point attempts. Yeah. So here's another reason that you like Thompson tonight. The Blazers are on a nightly basis. This is their season average: 14 of 41 from 3 on a nightly. And Sengun, how do you not take Thompson's rebounds with a team that shoots like that from outside? And they're popping them. Like that's a lot of attempts. Top 4 in attempts.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't bet Amon there. He might get 10 boards, bro. We might need like 3 assists.
Yeah. I'm running that's gonna be a heavy straight.
Yeah, I already ran it straight.
Or the 1.4 to win 1.
Oh, you went 1.4. Yeah, I just went 1 unit, but yeah, no, I like it regardless. What about KD RAs, other side of the floor? Any thoughts? Or same side of the floor, I'm sorry.
I didn't look at his RAs, I looked at his points earlier.
Obviously, a lot to go around with Sengun out. I still would lean more Amon than KD.
How are his assists without Sengun? So
Rebounds look a lot better. Oh no, how is his RAs that? That's funny.
I'm out on it. I can see it. I'm already taking Thompson, who I'm way more confident in.
I agree. So for Steven Adams, I'm going to quickly go through everything. Lean over rebounds, nothing official. Donovan Clingan, did he get the dub? He did not. What did he finish in boards? And he had 7. Okay. Nothing there for Clingan. You have anything for Reed?
Shepard?
Yeah.
No. I do have a guy on the other side that it's Caleb Love over his 2.5 threes whenever that becomes available.
Am I a hater for betting Reed Shepard RA over RPA unders?
Not at all. $14.5.
15 at DK right now. And the score.
Yeah. Get another one. I don't hate it. All my devices are dying on me. Too much.
I'm adding this actually right now, and then I'm going to move on. Just get into DK real quick, get this bet in, and then we move. Jamal says he's never available on DK or FanDuel. Yeah, it's because they are scared. They don't know how to price these low usage, or there's not even low usage. It's just they can't spot his minutes, so they don't want to hang a line. Jalen Johnson, legacy game. Yes, I agree. I ran the triple-double and the assists.
Can't go wrong.
Houston combos. Points plus assists over under. Got it. Nice. Let's go. All right, let me add that to the banner. Massive slate, but I got a nice card today.
I have 16 things that I clicked on.
Wow.
Now it's not going to be 16.
Well, it might be 8 to 10.
It could be, and there's definitely the opportunity here for sure. I think 30% boost on 3-leg SGPs or something like that.
J Main says Sharp was 24.5, then 21.5, now 20, and you're betting the under. I don't hate it. I was back and forth between his and Denny's over in the last game. Didn't bet either because I couldn't decide. And then Denny obviously balled. I don't know how to feel about Sharp. I wouldn't say I agree or disagree. he's one of those players that's kind of been hard for me to spot. His efficiency is kind of all over the place. So I understand the logic, though. His line has continuously kind of continued to drop. So I do like the the Shaedon Sharpe unders. I'm not getting there.
I hate Shaedon Sharpe tonight, like points-wise.
Yeah.
I think the matchup's absolutely terrible for him.
It's a good spot to bet the under.
For sure. But,
all right, moving on to the Milwaukee versus LA Lakers game. Any thoughts in this one?
Yeah. Giannis points. AJ Green threes. I think that, not to steer thunder, but AJ Green threes and Giannis points. Not touching Lucas. Line's too high. Not touching anybody else on the Lakers. Just going to take the Bucks side of it with the threes and the points with Giannis and AJ.
I like Giannis RAs because the way that the Lakers will most likely defend him tonight, and they just can't rebound the ball well versus like big athletic fours, bro. I guess like LeBron's old, Jake LaRavia, please. Rui could be back, but who knows what minutes are going to be. I like Giannis RAs. You're probably fine going PRAs. Like, I'm a Lakers fan. He probably smokes us. I do think there's a world where they hold him under 30, but I wouldn't say it's the likely outcome. Giannis worries me as a fan. Like, you might see a 50 ball tonight. I'm not saying that they won't sell out for him either. They very well may. But they don't have a good one-on-one defender. So as soon as like he's gonna have his first step, and it's different. Like he's 6'10", if not 7 foot with the length. Like he can still get to the rim when help comes, opposed to maybe someone like a Brunson who has to settle for a mid-range pull-up. As a Lakers fan, you can bet Giannis over everything, and you're probably going to be all right.
I think you just talked me to Giannis over 15.5 RA instead of his points because I like that pairing a lot better with AJ's threes.
It makes a lot more sense with AJ's threes. And you've
100%.
touched on it. I tweeted it this morning. AJ threes, he might break the NBA record. He's just going to get a lot of open opportunities. I think we see him have one of these 8 to 12 attempt games. That's really where I think he's going to be tonight. Like, this is the game I see out of him. So you can get 2.5, 130. You can also climb the ladder and get – I'm not seeing alts open yet, but keep an eye out on the timeline. I'll probably be alting AJ Green's threes up. And, that, like you just said, it pairs a lot with how I think they'll defend Giannis. I just don't know if their intentional trying to clog the paint will actually be effective. I'll say that. Ryan Rollins, I do lean under his PAs tonight here. He could be a beneficiary off Giannis, and I do think, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it was the PRs. I think there was a 21.5 this morning, so this may have already moved, and then I'm actually out on it. But I do want to say I saw a 21.5 this morning there, or maybe that was an overnight line. Either way, Ryan Rollins, actually at current prices, I want nothing to do with it. Yeah, just talk myself off of that.
Assists as well, and I saw it was like minus 160 for over 7.5 assists. So I'm not going to touch it, but wouldn't blame you.
Thoughts on LeBron tonight? He has played really well lately, actually. He's played incredibly well.
Nah.
I think the PRA is a good look. He sat the last back-to-back. He said he's 41 and every back-to-back is like up in the air, but I think there was some intentions behind playing versus Milwaukee. Him and Giannis, if you remember, Giannis crowned himself king, and then Kyle Kuzma crowned LeBron king after they beat him later that year. LeBron seems to bring a little extra juice for Giannis. I think we see a big game out of LeBron here tonight. Can I give you one disgusting ass look? I haven't bet it. It's plus 5,000. I haven't bet it yet. It's disgusting. LeBron under his points. LeBron triple-double. plus 5,000. 8 rebounds last game, 8 assists last game. Now he's coming off extra rest. I do think you see his usage last game, 30, 29, 31, 31, 31, 32. I do think tonight we see one of these games. And, I mean, you're asking for him to dial it back, right? But I just think if any night there was a night, I like it tonight versus Milwaukee, a little extra motivation. Miles Turner doesn't scare me on the interior. There is a chance Kyle Kuzma is actually his matchup for a while. So, yeah, like LeBron, RA's over, PRA's over, triple-double, sprinkle. Yeah, I like LeBron everything. And I that's the if I bet LeBron, it'll be my first LeBron bet. But I think the last game resting was intentional, and I think we see a little bit of the clock dialing back here for LeBron tonight. That, AJ Green's threes, and was there anything else? Oh, Michael Porter Jr.'s assists. Those are my 3 looks. And you already spoke on Porter Jr.'s assists being so badly priced. Giannis RAs, which I might run that right now. And then that's going to kind of finish it for me today in this slate.
Is Bobby Portis playing?
I have no reason to believe he isn't.
I'm not listening to his lines anywhere.
8 and PR under. I mean, is your thoughts foul trouble? Because I think he cooks Miles Turner. Are you thinking foul trouble with Giannis? Why do you think 8 and PR under, John?
Miles Turner threes is a fun look too.
It is over, right?
Yeah, over 1.5. Not doing that.
Yeah, it's a fun look, but I agree, not something I'm getting to. No, I wouldn't bet 8 and PR unders, John. Normally we see pretty eye to eye. I don't like that one. I was thinking 8 and PR under myself. Yeah, I mean, if you guys like it, run it. They're 21st versus pick and roll rollmen. I'll go look on props.cash mobile and see what they are versus the cut. I don't see that one as much, though.
I think Jake LaRavia's PR under is more intriguing.
I could see a Jake LaRavia PR under tonight.
That's
probably like 4.5 on the rebounds. 3.5 juice to the over, 9.5 on the point. Because Rui's back, right? Or is he questionable? He's questionable. Let me see what happens with Rui before I bet anything on Jake.
I probably won't even bet on Jake tonight. Just giving them I already have 16 clicks. Let me just get out of the lead.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, prop.
Yeah, I think I'm calling it, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Did you want to go over anything you have official, or are you just going to put it on the timeline later?
No, I'll put it on the timeline. Discord's in the link in the bio for those interested. I do put out an NBA play pretty much daily on the timeline, so you can find that there. Appreciate you, Prophet. I hope you have a great weekend. Happy gambling. I'll probably talk to you on Monday.
Cool.
Gonna skip out on the weekend and disconnect for a minute.
Man, we all got to do it. I feel like I need to do it, but I'm not going to get it until All-Star break. But it's coming, man. We got about a month till the break.
Well, I hope you enjoy Happy Gambling this weekend. I'll be listening and following.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you tapping in. I'm going to recap everything real quick, y'all, and then we will get out of here. Devin Booker under 33.5 points and assists. Jalen Johnson, triple-double. That's a sprinkle for a quarter unit. Jalen Johnson over 8.5 assists. Kawhi Leonard under 33.5 points and rebounds. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 20-plus points. Royce O'Neal, 3+ threes. Amon Thompson over 12.5 rebounds plus assists. And Reed Shepherd under 15.5 points. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you're still listening onto YouTube, listen to this. Comment below your favorite play of the day. If I'm profitable today, I will send y'all some money tomorrow. $25 giveaway. All we need is profit. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Best of luck tonight. Until tomorrow, I will catch y'all then. Let's go.